Today's Wednesday, April 27th, JCI Loan Review Committee. Please stand for the pledge. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We have one issue on our, well, we have other unfinished business. We don't have anything really, no? Okay. We have Convault Manufacturing LLC warehouse. They're looking for a pilot. Dave, you want to walk us through this?
Sure, so it's, the buildings are, you can see sort of the deteriorated structures in the back here on the part of the, just off the Watertown Center for Business Industrial parcel. There's currently, the parcels are in two ownerships. The buildings are owned by the Living Waters Church, and that property, the municipal boundary dissects through there diagonally, so the buildings are mostly, except for one corner, are all in the city of Watertown. One corner of the building and the rest of the property are in town of Familia. The back portion, which Convault is also acquiring, are some bare cement pads that are there. They're going to extend the building onto that. So they're basically going to restore the walls, roof of the existing building, and then extend it outward. So it'll be about a little over 100,000 square feet warehouse space. Again, that parcel also extends into the town of Familia. So we're looking at our typical UTEP on this project, about $4.2 million project. And this will be housing, actually Convault started, trucks started coming in this week with equipment. The first few loads of trucks coming in are going to be stuff that can sit outside, be protected. And then as they start coming in, they'll start getting the other stuff under cover. They'll have roof up on here and stuff like that. So the equipment's on its way. It's already been starting to be delivered.
We're going to start staging them here.
Pardon?
They're going to,
Yeah.
The original ones are going to stage right here.
The equipment or the trucks?
The equipment.
Yeah, so the equipment, all the equipment will be here while they build the manufacturing facility out there. So once it's done, that way they're trying to shut down the Oregon operation. They've been leasing the space out there to keep the equipment all graded up. So they'll get it here. So once the facility there is going to at the point that the building up at the airport has the roof and walls on it, they can start moving the equipment in from here.
Have they already started the construction on demolition on this building, or?
They started some of the cleanup, yeah, but they're working with the site plan to actually do any construction. So they've not started any construction yet. So
The equipment they're bringing out is coming in container boxes then?
Yeah.
Or is it some actually outside?
it's outside, but it's in crates that they built out there, custom
Wooden
built crates for them. Yeah, a lot of wood crates.
There's a truck out there now.
Oh, was there a truck in there? Yeah. And let's see what else. So again, so it's tied to the operation out to by the airport. So another element is we don't have yet. So he's already paid the application fee for this pilot. He was here. I was going to have him sign yesterday the application, have it notarized by staff. But then talking to Justin, realized he's also taken. We talked. He's mentioned this before. He has a second building, which is going to be the Black Clausen building over here as you cross the bridge on Factory Street, Pearl Street, that intersection. And he's going to apply for just sales tax benefit for that. And Justin made me aware that we could actually do multiple sites in one application. So had Harry start that second application, he didn't get that finished and into us yet. So we'll make sure we have that. So this will be modified somewhat.
So just modified.
And we'll get it signed by the time we get to the board meeting. And for that project, he's looking at about $200,000 in materials. So it's only gonna be about $16,000 sales tax break on that project, but based on the 8%. But that'll be added to this.
I mean, do we require this to go through the planning board before it comes to us, Dave?
Before we do final approval, yes. Yeah. So it can be, we can start considering it while it's going through the process. But we can't do final approval until it's actually seeker and site plan approval is provided. That's kind of what held us up on doing the CWT Farms one before. We had to wait till we had everything set. We couldn't finalize it until everything was finally approved.
Mhm.
I take it they've checked all the steel in there in the.
Yeah, they've had some
Structure.
that already. Yeah.
I always wondered about that. It's been sitting there.
Yeah, I've been kind of wondering all these years when this is going to fall down.
Well, I've been all around it. I said that it's not coming down by itself.
Yeah.
No, the stuff, there's stuff that's been falling down, but the
Not-
steel,
not the
Yeah, no,
the structure,
No,
like,
that was just the old tin and stuff like that.
So we will, so when we get those final numbers from him, we'll get him to sign it. We will update the cost benefit analysis. And maybe what we'll probably do is do two different cost benefit analysis for the two buildings, just so it makes sense. That's probably the easier way to do it, isn't it, Lyle? Or-
It's rather difficult to combine them with the software we have.